Well, hey there. Hi. Excessive Derp here. Yeah, isn't this a little awkward? Hello. I'm shooting this in a very different format. First off, I'm shooting this on my phone because my webcam is long since been dead. And I got this microphone rather than my boom mic, which is over there. This one was the easiest one to access right now. And my audio recording seems to be fucking up a little bit, so hopefully this isn't so bad. So anyways, hi. Yeah, it's been a little while, and by a little while, I mean it's been a really long fucking time by this point that I've done anything on the channel for YouTube. And there's reasons for that. I'm going to get into it, and yeah, just might as well get it all out of the way now. As I said, haven't really done anything on the channel in a long time, and I think I stated this before, I just don't really remember, but it's just a general lack of interest to continue on with Excessive Derp for the time being. I still don't really feel any motivation to get into it, and just, not to mention, I started college in September, so that's been a huge part of like what I'm doing right now, and I'm sticking on top of that. There's video editing in that course, isn't that hilarious? But anyway, that's for college marks, obviously, so yeah, that's been a main focus for me, so I haven't really had time to like record gameplay footage and make episodes out of it, and you know, realistically, the channel hasn't really done all that well. I mean, it kind of had... Actually, ever since I've been gone, I've noticed that it's done better with views than it ever did while I was active. Like, suddenly there's like a couple hundred more views in a month than there ever were when I was active, which is it's kind of weird that this is happening, but hey, whatever, you're all out there watching it somehow, huh? But yeah, obviously the channel's kind of dead. I still don't really want to say that I'm quitting Excessive Derp, but it's still on hiatus. I might get back into it eventually. I've been thinking about streaming again. I'm not certain yet that I'm in that spot where I can right now. We'll see as time goes. We'll see how things go. I've been enjoying playing Metal Gear Solid 5 again, so I'd love to. I wouldn't mind streaming that. But anyways, I kind of made this video too to want to talk a little bit about what I've been up to besides going to college. I've been starting a new project. It's not YouTube related, but it will be on YouTube eventually regardless. So I think I've mentioned on the channel before that I used to make music when I was younger, like between the ages like 13 to 19, I would make music. And it's all on my own. Like I have the equipment for it. I have the musical instruments and everything like that. I like to think that I'm a fairly good lyric writer, I guess. And I'm pretty good with music too. I'm not like super complex or anything, but I'm comfortable with what I do. Think more of a Nine Inch Nails kind of sound, I guess. That's the best way I could describe it. So yeah, basically I've been getting back into that. I suddenly had this creative spark to want to do it, and it's just something that's been in my mind more than actually making videos for YouTube for like Excessive Derp and anything like that. Just, it's a whole new mindset, something else to step into, and just, it doesn't feel as forced as some of the Excessive Derp things have felt like in the recent past. So yeah, it's just something I'm enjoying. So I don't really want to advertise my old music too much because it's kind of cringeworthy. The production's terrible because, again, I did it all myself as I was like in the beginning phases of learning production, and it doesn't sound all that good. It's out there on the internet still. I won't advertise it, but if you manage to find it, then hey, good for you. There's probably a few of you who know what it is. I'd appreciate if you didn't say the name. Let people go on a scavenger hunt. Maybe they'll find something eventually. But yeah, basically I'm starting something new. It's a new project, new name, new everything. I feel incredibly confident this time around because over the years my knowledge of production and just like songwriting in general have gotten better, I feel. I'm still learning. I'm still a student. I'm not at all saying that I'm like, my game is like way the fuck up here, but I've definitely improved like vastly since I last ever wrote and recorded music, which was about 8 years ago around now. I think it was 2010 was the last time I ever wrote and recorded something. That or 2011. I don't know. It's been a long time regardless. I'm going to go ahead and advertise that a little bit because why not, right? This is my channel. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I'm not being monetized or anything because I have fuck all views on my channel, so I can swear all I want to. Haha. So this is the first I've ever talked about it with the majority of people. Like a few people know about this already, but I'm ready to kind of bring it out on a bigger level. I have started a project. I don't really want to call it a band, but like I guess it is, but I call it more or less a project. It's called Frail State. This is obviously going to be a more serious tone than Excessive Derp. I still want to keep my comedy about me, but at the same time, like there's just I guess to explain the title a little bit, it's just the idea is on the channel before I've mentioned I've had like a lot of struggle with like depression, anxiety, and just like kind of like finding my way around it and just kind of like learning to live with it in a way, I guess. And so Frail State, it's kind of a representation of that type of feeling. Although that's a title I'm gonna have to carry with me for as long as I do this music project, I'm fine with that. I kind of like the title, to be honest. It's called Frail State, and as I said, it has a very Nine Inch Nails kind of sound. I'm probably going to do some editing in this video, I guess, since I'll put it up as a vlog, so maybe if I move over a little bit so I can put in some imagery over here somewhere. It's been a while since I've done editing or, like, video placement and stuff like that, so I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm new to it all over again. Sorry, I'm looking into the webcam. I should be looking down here. The webcam is still sitting on top of my monitor, but fucking, obviously it doesn't work. I can't get it to work with shit. I think it's dead. It's something I've been working on since early July 2008, I guess. I've been working on it very slowly, chipping away at it, because I want to make sure I'm pleased with this project. Because in music in the past, what I used to do is I would be very impatient, where I would do 1 or 2 takes of particular things, and even if it sucked, I'd be like, okay, that's good, move on to something else, like add a vocal track, add a guitar track, or whatever, like synth. It was garbage that way. It wasn't even like the good kind of raw, it was pure garbage, and my audio is flickering like goddamn crazy. I hope it's catching the audio. So now I'm taking my time with the music that I'm doing. I'm doing multiple takes of things. I'm making sure things sound right. I'm learning proper structure of sound, so like proper placement of things, and knowing really how to use the stereo spectrum when like recording and like engineering the audio, because like audio engineering is something I've wanted to do since I was 15. So like really getting myself in this mindset now of how to do it properly. Like I was learning as I was growing up, but now I'm really in that learning mindset of like wanting to do it like for real. That and video production. I feel like I'm getting better at it. Again, I'm still not up here, but I'm getting much better. And so I feel confident with moving on with this project. Now, with that said, I don't know if it would take anyone by surprise, like, oh, you do music or you sing or whatever. It's like, I was a decent singer in my teenage years, but it's not that I'm a terrible singer. Like, I'm not bad, but I'm not so proud of my voice when I sing. So a lot of what I do in this project, my vocals will be hidden behind like effects and reverbs and stuff like that. It's going to fit the theme of the music, and it's going to like, it won't just be like a loud distorted vocal track on like a quieter sound. Like the effects that I use on my voice will fit the sound of a particular song. Yeah, as I said, I like writing lyrics and music and everything like that, so I want to incorporate it all. I questioned for a long time whether or not I wanted to do vocals for this, and I decided I would. I just have to find a new way around it, and that's why I'm going to like add a lot of effects. You'll hear it when it comes out. There'll be some clean tracks too, which I'm obviously very nervous about releasing, but I got to do it. I got to push myself to do it. I think I'll feel better having done it. As for the project itself, I'm currently working on an album like full length, because I have it planned out exactly. It's going to be like a concept album, which I'll get into, like, I mean, I guess I can get into this video. Why not? Okay, so if you're still listening by now, just bear with me, because I don't have this scripted at all. Like, I'm recording this on my phone, and I hope I'm not taking up too much space. The concept has to do with depression, anxiety, and having to, like, live with it and, like, go through these certain cycles of it. The entire theme of the album is kind of like, in a way, I guess, the Mobius strip, where it's like, you start at one point, you go around all these like loops and twists and everything like that. Well, not just like 2 literal turns, but you're on the same road and it always goes back to the same point. That's kind of like the theme of this album, where it's like I go through things in certain phases. There's like this angry, pessimistic, just kind of fed up with shit phase. Then there's like this hopelessness and just like dread kind of phase. And then there's also this like coming out of it, like hopeful optimism type phase. So it's like there's sections of 3 sections to this whole album, and each one's like a representation of those cycles. So I have it planned out. There's gonna be 13 songs, and I think this is gonna turn out really good in the end. Like I'm done 3 songs so far, working on 4th and 5th very slowly. I have a bunch of lyrics written, not all of them yet, and I think it's going to sound really good. Things are going to flow very well, and like I'm gonna have it transition properly, so it won't just be like abrupt like change of mood or feeling. So yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy presenting this, and I'm excited to get it finished. It's still gonna be a little while because I'm balancing my personal life and school right now, so I can't sit down hours and hours in a day and record everything and just have a gigantic session. Like I have to like break it down into small chunks. As for like previewing album teasers and whatever snippets, those will come out. I've actually been kind of working on a little bit of a teaser just for the album, although like it probably won't come out for a little bit because it's kind of premature right now, but it's something I'm definitely going to push forward hopefully in the next month for sure. And as for like clippets of songs, or maybe even like releasing a song just to kind of give you an idea what's up, again, that's probably going to be a couple months down the road. I want to be sure that when I listen back to something, I test it in headphones and I test it in speakers. I want it to sound good in both, because I more often than not I can hear songs differently in the speakers and headphones. I don't want there to be too much of a difference in mine, so like I'm trying to find that proper balance, and it's kind of difficult, but I'm putting in the time and effort. So I guess I'll just advertise like the social media aspect of it. The website that you can kind of like follow everything at will be frailstate.bandcamp.com. Bandcamp is obviously it's kind of like what MySpace was in the mid 2000s, where bands can just go and upload music and everything like that. But this is like a much more kind of professional-ish platform, I guess. I don't, as at the point of making this video and probably releasing it, it won't come up as anything because I still have everything private. Like there's nothing ready to show just yet. I'm still preparing the page. So, but there's also the Frail State Twitter account. I don't even remember what it's called. Okay, so the Twitter handle, which I'll put up here, I guess, is at I am Frail State. So yeah, that's all obviously one word because it's a Twitter handle. I am Frail State, at I am Frail State. So you can always follow me on Twitter. I started the account back in July. I haven't really touched it. There's only like 2 tweets on there as of making this video, but obviously there'll be more as time goes. So you can always check back. And I will be starting a Facebook page for it as well eventually, and I'll advertise that through time. So yeah, I would really appreciate if you guys like followed along and like checked it out when it came out. I'm not telling you that you have to like it. If you don't like it, then fuck it, you don't like it, right? Like, I'm not telling you to like my music, just like I would tell you you don't have to like my videos, but whatever. Everything's gonna be out there. I'm incredibly nervous about releasing the project, but I'm also confident in my ability to complete it and make it sound good. I know that's kind of like a contradictory thing to say, and maybe it doesn't even make any sense. I don't know. I'm running on just random thought here. Like, I'm nervous to present this to people, but I feel like I have to. I feel like I want to do this. Like, something in me really just wants to push this forward. So yeah, so the Bandcamp, there's Twitter, Facebook, and I think that's all there is right now. Once I have some of the tracks ready and like properly recorded, I am going to be going through the process with SOCAN to like get like copyright on the song and everything like that, and then I can properly release it, because I don't want to just like throw it out into the wild. I want to try to make this like a professional type setting for myself, to really prepare myself as like the real world type thing. I don't expect the band or this project to like suddenly blow up and take off or anything, but you know, I would just want to keep my songs and everything protected properly. So yeah, once I get all that sorted out, then I'll probably start releasing tracks. So if you follow the Frail State account on Twitter, you'll be kept up to date on that. And eventually there will be a YouTube channel as well, and I'll be uploading tracks and like whatever else for the band. So when that comes around, I'll advertise that again as well. And I think that's all I really have to say about it. I spent the vast majority of the video talking about that because that's really what it's supposed to be. I know I didn't really talk much about Excessive Derp because honestly there's not a whole lot to say. It's still on hiatus. I still didn't really want to bring it back just yet. It will probably eventually, just I couldn't even not pinpoint, but like I couldn't ballpark a time when I'm going to bring Excessive Derp back. I apologize, but that's just the way life is right now. I did the channel for 4 years. It just, I don't know, sometimes you just grow out of things, or sometimes you just need time away from it. So yeah, I hope you'll follow along with the Frail State stuff. I'm nervous, but also excited at the same time to start presenting this stuff down the road. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'm sorry that if I was just rambling. I'm sorry this is too long, but this is literally just kind of like thought off the top of my head and whatever. And I'm sorry if the audio and video are all fucked up because my situation is completely different right now. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. I hope you follow along with the frail state stuff, and whether or not you want to wait around for excessive derp, that's up to you. Like, I won't tell you to stick around, but it'd be great if you did, because as I said, I'll probably be back eventually, just I don't know when yet. Okay, so take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful whatever the hell day it is that you're watching this, and I guess as always, this is Excessive Derp signing off, saying I have no sign off.